Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football. The Missouri Tigers make a massive splash on the 2024 recruiting trail, landing five-star defensive lineman Nwaneri from Lee Summit, Missouri. And this is, in my mind, an absolutely massive get for the Missouri Tigers in a couple of different ways. One, you are getting a true difference maker on the defensive line, a guy that can win from the 3-tech, can win from the 5-tech, is an extremely versatile guy. But more importantly, you're starting to see the perception of this Missouri Tigers program change in the eyes of these high school recruits, right? Luther Burden, a couple of years ago, committing to Missouri, I think kind of opened the doors and opened the eyes to high school recruits in the sense that this is a place that five-star talent can go and find a lot of success. And Williams Nwaneri, another five-star. You shop around. I mean, On3 has him as the number one player in the whole entire country, the number 3 player according to the composite, the number 1 defensive lineman in the class. You're starting to see this program kind of change in the sense of the amount of talent that it can attract. And again, that's what we talk about in terms of changing a program is, one, you got to start winning games on the field. I think Coach Drinkwitz has done a nice job of that. And now you got to start attracting the talent to compete with the top programs in the SEC. And we're slowly seeing the Missouri Tigers get to that point. Now we're going to get into Williams Nwaneri, talk about another potential five-star that could be joining Williams Nwaneri in this 2024 class. Before we do, again, just want to say thank you to you guys and the Missouri fans especially. We've talked a lot about this Missouri team heading into 2023. And it's a team that I'm relatively high on. You take a look at what they can do this season. Really good offensive line, a loaded quarterback room, have a lot of talent on the wide receiver spot, and then a really solid defense. This is a team that I think can make it happen on the field this fall. And if they continue the momentum on the recruiting trail, you're seeing this program go in the right direction. And it's going in the right direction rather quickly. So appreciate you guys rocking with the boys. If you do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel. Appreciate all the support you guys have shown. And let's get into Williams Nwaneri first. And I want to start with just the freak athleticism that he brings to the table. Crazy arm length. I mean, he has 33-inch plus arms, 6'5", 265 pounds. So he checks off the box in terms of the frame. But I think what I love most about his game is not only does he have a perfect body, perfect frame, 6'5", 265, he is extremely twitched up coming off the line of scrimmage. And you're going to see him work on the inside, kind of going up against guards, but you're also going to see him lining up as a 5-tech. His closing speed is really good, but where he excels and is truly a difference maker is rushing on the inside, using his athleticism and his size to kind of just blow by off interior offensive linemen who struggle to deal with the length and the athleticism and kind of the explosiveness that Williams Nwaneri brings to the table. I want to get into the film a little bit because this is truly, you're talking about a game changer for the Missouri Tigers. Working on this left guard completely ghosts him. And I mean, that's like the perfect example of what I'm kind of talking about is using the length, using that get off. That interior offensive lineman has just really no shot to deal with the length and the athleticism that Williams Nwaneri brings to the table. You're going to see it again. It's kind of a matchup nightmare in terms of what these guys, I mean, this guy can't even get really a hand on Williams Nwaneri before he's right by it. Now, another special aspect about Williams Nwaneri's game is you're going to see, like you pause it right here. You talk about closing speed. You talk about a lot of not only quarterbacks in the SEC, but across the country becoming more dual threat athletes. Having a defensive lineman that has closing speed and can finish plays and go sideline to sideline, whether it's defending the run, whether it's in the pass rush, is massive. Williams Nwaneri checks that box as well. And what I think is most impressive is you don't really see, because he might be a little lighter for playing on the inside, he's extremely powerful. Now you're going to see him coming off the edge. And now this is where you see the power come into play. Like the long arms, yes, he has that and he knows how to use it, which is massive. But the power in his hands to just kind of get right into tackle's chest, that's what kind of makes him special in terms of rushing on the outside. You're going to see just get my hands right into the chest, blow that tackle right off the spot, and then again, the closing speed, finishing plays, that is where he excels. Now you're going to see against the run here, we're going to try to get a little reach block on Williams Nwaneri. That tackle has no shot. I mean, Williams Nwaneri's get off is way too good. He's really hard to get reach blocks on. Kind of a game wrecker in all sense of the word. Now you see him getting after it in special teams as well. I don't perceive him playing much special teams at Missouri because he's just too good on defensive line to be playing much special teams. But man, you love to see the playmaking ability that Nwaneri has. Again, working on the inside, nice little rip move, nice little motor as well, which is good to see. Again, not winning on his first rep, but having the motor to kind of keep going. That's something that you don't always see in the 5-stars. Little bend around the guard. Man, you take a look at the bend, like his get off and then just bending right around this guy, getting low. Truly a special player. Now, for Missouri fans, they might be done in the 2024 class in terms of the 5-star talent that they could bring in. 5-star wide receiver Ryan Wingo, a top 10 nationally ranked dude, according to 24/7 Sports. Also considering Missouri, really looking to clean sweep the state of Missouri on the recruiting trail. Ryan Wingo, it sounds like we'll be stretching out his recruitment for a while, but getting Nwaneri in the ship, again, similar effect that Luther Burden had in terms of another 5-star joining Missouri Tigers. Ryan Wingo probably looking at, that is seemingly a spot where I can go and have success. And this stuff kind of attracts the recruits, a momentum game. You land 2 5-stars, you're going to have some other top high school recruits taking a look at the Missouri Tigers and thinking, hey, this is a spot where we can do some special things as a 2024 class. And for a lot of the top guys, maybe some playing time a little bit earlier on, because Georgia, Alabama, some of these other top programs in the SEC don't offer that early playing time that the Missouri Tigers might be able to offer. Now, I do think that that new NIL law certainly helping Missouri in cases like Nwaneri, Ryan Wingo, committing to Missouri. They're allowed to start making some NIL money as their high school athletes. But at the end of the day, you are having 2 premier recruits across the country. Programs are 2 players that, every single program in the country would take this guy onto their roster. They're choosing Missouri. And again, just like Luther Burden, kind of causing a little ripple effect in terms of, hey, this is a place that we can go and be successful. I think landing Nwaneri and Ryan Wingo, a very similar impact that Luther Burden had in terms of not only are you getting 2 very, very good players that are going to help your team win football games, but also that gravitational pull of 5-stars, kind of attracting other high school talent out of the high school ranks. Again, appreciate you guys. Wanted to keep it short, but did have to touch on Nwaneri heading to the Missouri Tigers. Appreciate you guys rocking with the boys. If you do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel, and we'll talk to y'all later.